the stream, please let me know where you think I should be. Absolutely nobody is telling me where I should eat. None of you are being helpful whatsoever. Oscar Mayer Wiener car. It's up there. On his island. Well, looks like Wendy's today.
There you go.
All right.
Josh, have a good night.
Thanks. You too. Let's just park right here. Right here. We got the large. Oh, I need a straw first. So used to doing that beforehand. That's fresh. Nice. So you say one's about to open near your place. That's cool. Not even good to have some. Man, this. Hold on. I've decided I don't want the cars in the drive-thru to have their lights blinding me the entire time. I'm just gonna move over one here. Well, like two. That's better. I just decided I was not gonna have that. Right, these are really good. We'll take a look at the burger. So it looks pretty good. Oh yeah. Look at this. That's actually quite impressive. Not gonna lie. Looks extremely appealing. That's actually really impressive. Okay, here we go. Wow. Yeah. That burger's a 10. As far as fast food goes, it doesn't get any better. It really doesn't. That is top quality. Mm-hmm. Good stuff. It's all extremely good. This dude doesn't have his lights on. Yeah, they are. Crisp, flavor, salt, fresh. Plenty of them. Even the soda is like unusually good. It's all quite satisfying. Excuse me, quite satisfying. Wow. Yeah. Mm. It's so good. I can't get over it. Wendy's never fails. I'm about to go through and get a Frosty. They still have those? I'm slowing down, but it's so good. Like, I want to finish it. Like, I'm trying. So it's actually a pretty large double. Oh, I never had it before. Wendy's actually grills their burgers. Do you not? Most places, like, it's grilled, but it's like a clam that closes on top of it, and it's like a process. At Wendy's, it's a flat grill, and they actually flip them. And do they still have chili? The way they used to do their chili is just the beef. So it's just like extra good because it's like, you know, the same beef as this. Yeah. Yeah, it just comes off the grill. Well, yeah, fast food burger places, they store it. I cook it at a time. Wendy's just it's different sections. One's cooler than the other, so they just move it over when it's ready to. When they get an order, they just move it over to the hot section. And if it's been sitting there too long, they just take it off. Good stuff. You guys know that these guys that are causing problems for me, they want me to do this and they support these streams because they want me to do this because it makes my channel look like essentially this. So they support this, they show up with the fake likes, yada yada, and they cause problems for the streams when I'm streaming a game because they're jealous of my setup. And when I'm playing games, I'm good at it, I make good points, I know what I'm talking about. They literally just cause those problems because of that. Because I know what I'm doing. Like, truthfully, a lot of times these guys just get on and get mad at the game because they don't know what they're doing. My little rage session earlier was warranted because that game needs proper instruction. Flat out, man. But you guys realize, like, that's like exaggerated, right? Like, I'm not actually like that. Like, the point is to like point out that that's a perfect opportunity for somebody that is like that to flip out, you know, troll the heck out of their stuff, you know, like essentially just show the devs this would tick somebody off like this much. I want to deliver that message in the way that it sounds like it's that message, but then remind you at the end of the day that I'm not really like that. I can sort of just wake up the next day and get over it. You know, it's not like I'm really that ticked off about it or anything like that. I don't carry that shit with me. So, yeah, just to clarify. And these guys that knew me before and networked with, they know that. They know that. 365 knows that too. It's just that 365, anytime he comes in my chat anymore, Cookie comes back and harasses my entire channel just because 365 came in my chat. That's true. It's every time. We have so many harassment problems just because he sees 365 in my chat. And that causes problems for him too. Like, it doesn't look good for him when you do that crap. It literally just happens just because of that. Something we started to notice. It's unbelievable. Like, he'll just, like, you know, come in to support and be nice and all that stuff, say hi and stuff. Because he watches, you know what I mean? Genuinely watches. But then, like, if he feels bad because he can't even support because this other content creator literally just causes problems for me if he sees him in chat. It's really messed up. So I don't blame him. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him for not being able to. Whew. I'm pretty full on fries. There's a lot of food, man. Trying to save room for that Frosty. I really want one now. Kind of psyching myself up for it. Yeah, by the way, again, I don't dislike Michael Does Life or anything like that. Just know that, like, if anybody, I don't think he's personally harassing me or anything, but just to let you know that, like, if you are, it's probably not very wise because they are looking into that. So just, I don't want to talk about that stuff right now, like, too much, but just throw that out there. I don't think that he actually personally is. I think it's his channel. I think it's the people on his channel. That's what I think. Because he and I agree on a lot of things. And that ticks off Cookie as well. It really ticks him off. And I'm pretty sure I got a silent raid from a certain somebody when I first wore that face mask thing, because they thought that was hilarious, because they don't like him either. They really do not like him. This is what he does. He harasses entire channels and then plays the victim. Oh, he was so bad to me. He was so bad. He did this. Yeah, but, like, look at what he's doing. Look at what he's been doing. Does he ever go away? Does he ever mind his own business? No, he just harasses people. Endlessly watches and harasses. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and for MDL, I don't think he personally does anything. I think it's his channel. I think it's just because of, you know, the type of content he makes. It's just there's so much toxicity with the people that watch that they just do those things. There's a certain person that all of us had problems with. Every single one of us, eating Cookie. And then the dumb thing is he went and made friends with him after that. After we had all had problems with him. And this guy came from MDL's channel. And he like really screwed with a lot of our stuff. Like he really messed up our stuff. And severely messed up several big streams for me. Like, this is what they don't get, is like, we're talking like when we go back to like one of the big releases where I should have had the numbers, and like certain people screwed up certain things for me at certain times. It's not going to be good. They really did do those things. I was one of the first people to play Starfield, and they totally botched that launch for me. There's a lot of drama, a lot of stupid crap going on with that launch. Yeah, like, that's kind of the point. He just wants attention. And, like, I don't even understand it, because if he supposedly has the subscriber count that he has, why is he just sitting here endlessly harassing me? Well, because the point is, it's fake. That's fake. That's the point. If you actually look at, like, it's almost like nobody's watching anymore, I think. And that's the issue they have. The point is, they realize that I built something real. The people that watch my channel are real people. That's why I struggled and did it the right way. And they're jealous of this. They really are. So they sit here and they cause problems for me. They try to view bot me. They try to like de-escalate my streams, cause all these problems. I'm the one that did it right. And they all didn't. They all tried to sit there and be as fake as possible and be clowns about it. Y'all, one of you dresses up like a clown regularly. Literally does. And then was all offended when I used that as the thumbnail when I talked about him. It's like, dude, I just literally used something you did, so. I took that down, though. That's the funny thing. Like, I did it more as a joking, fun thing at first, and then, like, they just got super offended and attacked me. His entire channel. I took it down, though. Because... Did I? Yeah, no, I think I did. Because, this point, Cookie's worse because, you know, he's just causing me problems for me. Now, here's the weird thing. I kind of wonder, like, what's going on with all that. Because it's very obvious to me they tried to, like, basically copy and paste his channel. And I wonder if he's actually doing anything about it. That was really weird that they did that. I'm gonna try to get a Frosty. I'm gonna try. Do they still have them? We're gonna try to get a Frosty. Wouldn't that that'd be cool. You could get a Frosty. They do still have Frosties. I'm getting a Frosty. I didn't know they had vanilla now. They have vanilla Frosties now. I'm getting chocolate though. Chocolate, 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 chocolate. Frosty. You're gonna see this and be like, oh man, now I gotta get a Frosty too. And be like, I can't wait for this Wendy's to open up.
Hello,
Hey.
Teammate 6. How you doing?
Good.
Want to come back for a treat?
Yes, absolutely.
Just throw a spoon.
Cool. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. Back to my spot. Yeah. All right, we got ourselves a Frosty. Bam. So let's get going on this. Here we go. Mm. This is really good, man. As always. Mm. You gotta love Frosties, man. It's creamy and smooth. So again, it's chocolate. Like, I was like, how does he not have brain freeze yet? I can teach you a secret. I can teach you a secret. Stick your tongue to the roof of your mouth and exhale. Both of those things help with brain freeze. So you can go, or you can stick your tongue to the roof of your mouth, or you can try to do both. Brain freeze happens because it's so much cold in your mouth that the brain interprets this mistakenly as pain. It just shoots pain up through. It's not. It's fake. So you have to go. Have to warm up your mouth. Sometimes, like I said, stick your tongue to the roof of your mouth. You can move it around a little bit, and it'll just warm up the roof of your mouth, and it should stop. But like, that's the point. It's one of those things your body does as a mistake. It thinks you're in pain, but really it's just your mouth is really super cold. That's excellent. Frosty is good. It's nice having you in chat, Xylan. I appreciate you being here. Mm-mm-mm. 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 So tasty. So tasty. Mm, 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 mm. Very tasty. A Frosty is good. Well, a flurry is like blended with like bits of stuff. This is just soft serve. That's all this is. This is just soft serve in a cup. That's all this is. So if you compare it to McDonald's, like a sundae at McDonald's, all right, yeah, it's similar, but like there's just some sort of smooth creaminess to a chocolate Frosty that, yeah, definitely has its own signature, taste and texture. So it's soft serve ice cream though. That's all it is. Yeah. Wondering what I got at the gas station too. Rockstar. And that was quite satisfying. That definitely hit the spot. Everything. What should we do? With Monster, I actually like Rockstar better just because I don't know, actually a few reasons. Rockstar like tastes better in my opinion, like there's better flavors, and I don't get a headache once in a while, which is weird. I don't know why a Monster gives me a headache once in a while. But I also like a higher concentration of caffeine, so that way I don't have to drink another one. Does that make sense? And like I can drink it slower. I can drink one slower. If I get like a Monster or something like that with less caffeine in it, I have to drink it faster. I don't want to do that. So that's like a big reason I like Rockstar. About, and then, you know, obviously just the flavoring. But yeah, alright, the Monster juice isn't bad. It's just, if they had one with like double caffeine, it would just be a million times better, and a lot of people would probably agree. Why do you think like Bang and Reign and all that sell so well? Because everybody else agrees. Like, you don't want to drink you don't want to drink like 2 energy drinks. You want to drink less. You just want a higher concentration of caffeine. It's literally that simple. That's why I like Ghost. Because Ghost uses natural caffeine from coffee. And it just has a ton in it. But like, because it's natural caffeine, it's a lot better. I like Ghost. I just wish they had some non-sugar-free options. Like, I wish they had some that had sugar in it. Maybe even cane sugar. Because I can't stand that. Yeah, not all of us want sugar-free crap. Wendy's. Oh man, that was good. They have outdoor tables and stuff here too, so be an option at some point. It'll be an option when it's not 41 degrees outside. That is the temperature right now. Yeah, when it's not 41 degrees. Oh wow, Walmart got itself a new sign. And look at that. That's pretty cool. I kind of want to go look at it. Yeah, Walmart got a new sign on the building. Before it just said Walmart. Now it has like the big like symbol and everything. That's pretty cool. See that there? That's pretty cool. Alright, I looked at it. It's like -2 Celsius. Yeah, Celsius, I know. Yeah, sorry, 41 degrees Fahrenheit. I guess I probably should say that. Yeah, I guess I get being an American, I take for granted that everybody else is on the metric system. You know, we really should be on the metric system and be using Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Like things that make sense. Like, why was Fahrenheit even invented? Who cares? Like, it just doesn't even make any sense to use it. Yep, that's what I was taught when I was in school, so therefore that's what I know. It's just what I use. It's what we all use here too. Like, we all go by that. Yeah, Americans all go by that. They really do. They don't know how to convert Celsius. Heck, Americans don't even know. Americans probably are getting further from knowing the freezing point, let alone knowing the boiling point. Now, I know Celsius, that's exactly how it works. It literally, doesn't it just start at the freezing point instead, like 0? So like that, isn't that the conversion? I forget. I'm pretty sure that's so like that's that makes a lot more fucking sense than 32 degrees. That makes sense. Somehow 32 degrees, that exact number is freezing. That, like, it's such a stupid, like, what? 32. That's like exactly like, so like the boiling point in Fahrenheit is 212. Why? Like that number? Like you couldn't like scale that somehow? So like that's the point. Like your scale needs to make sense. Like stuff should be easy to learn. Jeez. Imagine if they never adapted and evolved math, and they were still teaching math the difficult way they always taught it. Like that's how I kind of feel about that stuff. Like, do you guys realize that they adapted and evolved math too? They had to. Math used to be a lot harder for people to do, and then some genius, I forget, I wish I could remember the mathematician's name, but he literally came up with like half the shit that you use today for figuring out equations and stuff like that, which is way easier than it used to be. You know, like long division and stuff like that. Like a lot of that stuff actually used to be harder. Hence the need for like excessive discipline back in the day. Smacking people's hands just because they weren't right-handed. I mean, that's just wrong. Obviously, we know that now. That's not discipline. That's your opinion of somebody using the other hand gets in the way. Yeah, like that's just, no. They did that here up until, I want to say, the 60s, I think, right? 60s or 70s. I think it was the 60s. If you wrote with the incorrect hand, is what they called it. The left hand basically was the incorrect writing hand. The teacher would smack your hand. Apparently, is what I heard. Obviously, I never experienced that, but I've talked to people that firsthand they confirm flat out that is exactly what used to happen. And they're like, "Oh yeah, absolutely." You know, like with Yana Shadow Vidal is, and then some of them like, yeah, you know, it actually was worse than it sounds even. You know, like almost like it really was pretty bad. Yeah, like education already needs work in this country, but you know, it's tough to say that, like, we have to educate, we have to, you know, get people to a certain IQ level, for sure, like per capita, that sort of thing. But then at the same time, it's hard to say that, like, you can reasonably manage doing that without some sort of strict disciplinary regime, you know, in the public schools. You know what I mean? Because let's be honest, that's what does it. This guy the time he was on, fucking asshole. That's what does it. You know, like when you just let kids, like, all right, like let's say you got like this school, right? And you know, the teachers kind of come in, and all they ever do is just kind of go, yeah, sit down, I don't want to hear it, sit down, yeah, sit down, open your textbooks, and like literally, like, and half of the kids just don't pay attention, and the teacher just gives the lecture. Maybe they're falling asleep. You know, like when like the schools do this in such a way that, like, half the kids might fail the class or something like that, and the teacher doesn't even really give a damn, or you know, something similar to that scenario. It's the sort of thing where, like, you have to realize that the reason those kids probably don't give a damn and that's happening is because nobody at home, when they leave, nobody is motivating them to give a damn. That's it. They have to be motivated to give a damn. And so, like, when they're just sitting there, like, you have to, and it's the sort of thing where, like, I get that not every school is going to think that way, because, you know, like, it's different depending on where you come from, but there's a lot of schools that are like that absolutely just don't really care about a good portion of the kids, either, you know, like not doing well, or having, behavioral problems, not getting, it handled and stuff like that. And I just, I don't understand why at this point we're not literally saying that every kid that enters the school should never have internet access, should not even ever have a phone. Like, at this point, like, there needs to be so much restriction for them from the internet, and like their attention span was already bad back in like when all this awesome stuff was coming out in the 80s and 90s. Like all this instant stuff that didn't used to be instant before, and it's getting even more instant. Well, everything's actually instant now. So our modern conveniences, like, people don't want to do anything anymore. And they want to just listen to what this person says or this person says. And, like, case in point, like, we've seen some pretty massive misinformation, obviously. So we've seen massive quantities of people that should be studying and looking towards college and stuff like that, instead showing up to Fortnite raids, insulting people and calling them names, and just I really get concerned about the future generation. It's already concerning my current generation. Mine is very concerning to me, because they don't seem to care to actually educate themselves about what matters. A lot of them seem to be completely oblivious to it. They just, like, literally trust the things that they think they know. They literally just make a decision and go, I know this. That's what my generation does. I just can't believe they do that. And so, like, everybody just believes it too, because they hang on to what that generation says. They look up to them. And it's just like, what? You just... Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I get it. So much came out of it, but what you have to realize is that you have to make your own way too. You have to be your own generation too, and you're not going to be the same. So we need to educate, and we need to get with the program of getting people smarter with stuff, educating more, expecting more. I mean, like, just talking about the Fahrenheit and Celsius thing, like, that's enough right there. But, like, people are getting even more ignorant than when I was in school. I thought people were ignorant, but now that everybody just, like, knows they can look shit up in Google and just what you have to remember is, even with all the knowledge in the world, like at your fingertips on Google, if you're not educated, if you don't know what you're talking about, if you don't understand, you don't know what to look up. You don't know what to look for. And aside from that, you don't know when it's wrong. I asked Google, I asked the AI Gemini, the thing that was supposed to know everything. It searches the entire web database and makes a decision based on. It was wrong. I asked it a question the other day, and it was wrong. But because I have my own brain, and I'm good with science-like things, I knew, looking at the result that it gave me, that it was wrong. I sort of kind of went to myself, that's not right. It's not the answer I was looking for. It doesn't make any sense. And then I looked up something else. I phrased it slightly different. Yeah, I decided, well, this is getting it wrong. This is Gemini doesn't understand. So I looked it up a little bit differently, and I got my answer, and I was right. Gemini was wrong. So here I'm going to tell you what it did. Okay. The question that I wanted to ask Google was, is it safe to put Neosporin in your nose? That was what I asked Google. Technically speaking, it's not unsafe. It's really not. And Google said it is. Google was like, no, you should never. No, that's terrible. That'll cause all these. No. Then I went to Johnson & Johnson's actual website. Then I actually looked it up, what they recommended. I actually went to the thing of the drug prescriber and literally specifically stated, yes, you can put Neosporin in your nose if you need to, as needed for certain things, but don't don't be sitting there jamming a bunch of Neosporin up your nose. Obviously, you don't, it's for topical, but yeah, you've got something going on with your nose, it's like a bleeding, infected little weird skin thing. Yeah, okay, put some fucking Neosporin on it. Okay, you don't want to be going to the doctor getting fucking antibiotics every freaking time you got some nose blowing up fucking blood thing weird thing going on. So, you ask Gemini a question and it's just wrong. Because again, Gemini doesn't have a brain. It can't understand medical information. It can't deduce the fact that, yeah, okay, you really don't want to be just jamming Neosporin up your nose, because, yeah, it can cause an irritation. It can. But if you already have a skin infection irritation and you put a little bit of Neosporin on that little spot there, guess what happened the next day? Yep, it was gone and healed for the first time in 2 fucking weeks. And it happened because I put the fucking Neosporin on. So, I also got news for you. It didn't make it irritated. No, it helped things. That's the point. My nose immediately started draining. The point is, we're not talking about shitloads of it. We're not talking. So basically what all Gemini did was pulled the bad information of why you shouldn't do that. The worst case scenario, and it looked at that. Because that's the point. It was being more protective and stuff, instead of looking at it well, just, if you wanted to apply it just one time or whatever. We're not talking a regular fucking thing. Literally just wrong. Yeah, you guys notice, did you guys notice that I had a thing going on with my nose? I'm sure you guys noticed that. it's not something I really like to talk about because it's gross and it's medical stuff, and you guys don't want to hear gross medical stuff. Everybody has their things that make them older and make them human. So I have dry skin, and it's just because of the irritated dry skin and stuff like that, and then in addition to my my allergies that I get. When I got sick this past time, my nose like just ballooned up like crazy, and then I got because I was blowing my nose so much, I got like it was like basically like a pimple sort of thing inside my nose, because like it just got infected a little bit under the skin because I was blowing my nose so much and the friction, and so like it just sort of kind of started ballooning up, and then it drained eventually, but then it started like kind of bleeding a little bit, a little infected. It was like a little skin thing, and so it just started getting a little worse, a little worse, a little worse, a little worse. It never really went away. A little worse, a little worse. So eventually I'm like, can I put Neosporin just in my nose a little bit? Like just like a little bit, you know? Can I just do that? Please. And so I looked it up on Gemini, just like, all right, can I do this? This is probably what makes sense to me, to make it a little go away, that sort of thing. And then I looked it up, and, like I said, Gemini was wrong. And I was glad I had enough sense to look it up myself and make a decision myself based on what I saw. And, yep, within the day, it was draining and 1,000,000 times better. And I'm not giving you, like, don't put it in, don't ever do that. Like, the point is this one occasion for this one thing, you know what I mean? Like, can you just, I'm not saying that's going to be something you should do or anybody else should do or anything like that. I'm just saying, in my case, for this one situation, yeah, it worked. And, so, like, that's the point, is, like, I mean, what do you think about it? What do you put Neosporin normally on? The point is, you put it on a cut, a topical cut, so that way it prevents infection or kills the bacteria that is there causing that infection, that infected cut. So, since it literally was basically an infected cut, just sort of kind of on the edge of my nose there, and I was really sick and tired of it just getting more irritated, bleeding. Yeah, put a little dollop of Neosporin on it, and it soaked it up. Man, it worked like a charm. It really did. Really, really did. And again, it's not like I jammed the tube in my nose or anything. Just put like a little tiny bit right on the spot. I didn't put it anywhere else. Keep that in mind, guys. You don't. One thing I want to reiterate: you don't want Neosporin in your nasal passages. Okay. Want to reiterate that. Okay, you do not. So I actually went to great effort to not inhale as much as possible because I waited for this, because the skin was going to absorb it. So I sort of kind of made my breath a little bit shorter for like a few minutes, and I think it helped, because the point is, yeah, I didn't want to just suck the Neosporin right up into my nasal passages. That wouldn't have been good. Yeah, that wouldn't have been good. But it worked. I know, crazy little Neosporin in the nose story. I really try not to just sit here and go and get antibiotics every freaking time I have some sort of skin thing, because, I mean, it's just gonna happen again. So eventually that stuff adds up on you. You don't want to just become immune, Anyway, guys, maybe we'll go and do a little stream or something. Are you guys interested in a stream? Hold on, what's up, Zylan? Still in here. Yeah. Different way of teaching stuff. Yeah, I mean it is, but like I disagree like with teaching it different. You know what I mean? Like I just think everybody should be on one system. At least our different knowledge makes for interesting conversation. Yeah, true that. Appreciate you guys watching and hanging out with me. If you guys want to do a gaming stream, I'm trying to get into something that like I really like. You know what I mean? I'm trying to like figure out something new that I can just sink some time into, because a lot of the stuff that I'm playing, it's gonna be over really quick. We're gonna finish really quick. It does not take me long to finish this stuff. There's a guy on a bike. Alright guys. Well, we'll probably